Hello and welcome to the Drop a Stitch podcast.
I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm your other host, Dani.
And today we're talking about how to grow your social media accounts.
Ooh, we're going to be how do you say spilling? All the tea, all the
Danny's
details.
going to be spelling all the tea because I don't have much tea to spill. I'm just going to be absorbing the tea and taking notes. Like all of you, hopefully.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? The other day, Kel was asking me, a friend of a friend wanted to know about it, and I was just telling him, and I was just so passionate talking about this. I was like, I should charge for this.
Yeah, or tell it for free on the podcast.
No, of course I'm gonna say all the details.
Yes, because you're excellent at it. So give
Thanks,
us all
friend.
your insights, you know?
I will. And I'm sure it's gonna be helpful.
Before that, how was your week? I'm sure it's gonna be helpful.
Yeah. It was good. I was saying to you before, today was tax day. I spent the whole day doing taxes. I went through all my emotions, but I'm good now. And other than that, it's just been great. The moments that I'm like off my computer when I'm in creation mode, like making actually something, it's kind of relaxing because I get to make it and also spend more time with the kids and not having to spend that much time on the computer. So it's been great. And also the weather, I mean, it's kind of getting a little bit better.
Yeah. Spring is poking its head around.
Yeah. We have been able to go to the park a little bit and still bundled up, but, you know. But it's been good. How about you?
It's been busy. My dad is here every day. We're working on the basement. We talked about this last episode, but we're basically trying to finish our basement so that we can both have an office, but especially me. I can have an office.
Yeah.
I need one. I'm working off my living room table, and like our son is, I didn't even tell you this. Our son is almost crawling.
Oh, yeah. You sent me a video.
Yeah, I did send it to you. He gets on all fours, and he's like figured out how to move forward if he's really motivated. He doesn't like full on do it yet, but he's not far. So we're like panic mode trying to like set up our house accordingly. We installed doors because yes, we've been living without doors for the last 6 months. And we're working hard on finishing the basement so that we can have space and he can have a playroom and
like a little play area.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. So it's been a lot of action, a lot of things going on, but it's good. It's good. I've avoided tax season so far. I need to do it. I know. It's on my to-do list. My goal was by the end of the month, so I only have a few days left, but
yeah.
What's something like a self-imposed deadline to make you get stuff done?
I know. I had that in my mind every single day, and it's actually so nice not have to think about it. It's like the best feeling in the world. Not have to think about taxes anymore.
I know.
I'm gonna have to think about it when I get my report saying how much money I have to pay. Then it's gonna be like, but until then, I'm just gonna be happy that I did.
Yeah, you can coast for a few days or weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 1: What are you working on?
I mean, the same thing as last week. My flax light sweater because it's simple and easy, and I literally haven't worked on much this week. I haven't had much time. I've did a bit of market prep, but barely anything. So simple and easy tonight. What are you working on?
Well, I'm not working on anything right this second, but what I have been working this week is my new blanket.
Yes.
Look
Which
how
if
pretty.
If you're on YouTube, you can see how pretty it is. If not, search your Instagram and go and see it. It's super cute.
I've been posting pictures and stuff on Instagram, so you guys, I'm sure you're seeing it there. Question number 2.
Yes.
What did you buy this week?
Honestly, nothing knitting related. I did buy
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess. I bought one thing that I was gifted a while ago, but I've been using. The one thing that I bought is a footrest for my IKEA high chair for Theo.
Footrest for you? Oh, hey.
I
had that high chair.
Yeah, I know. But I have one. And I needed a footrest for him.
And I have the footrest.
The Amazon one?
No, I think I got mine off Etsy when Luca
Is it just like a wood board with like a silicone ring?
Is a wood with the silicone ring, and it also has like a metal thing to
Okay,
to
because I got this, like,
kind.
it literally looks like it comes from IKEA. It's a plastic one, and you can adjust it from, like, 6 months to, like, 40 months, like, from till they're way big, and you can actually, like, stand on it. Like, it holds 66 pounds. Like, it's
Oh.
sturdy. So it's
Oh,
really,
well
really
then.
nice. I was very surprised. I mean, it cost probably the same as the freaking high chair, but
Well, the high chair is so
so
inexpensive.
cheap. Yeah, it was
So
like
cheap,
40
yeah.
bucks, but it's really good. I installed it for him, and it's really, really nice. Also,
Oh,
it
nice.
doubles as a nice place to catch the food that he falls off of him.
Of course.
Instead of going to the floor, it goes on there because it's nice and wide. So that's the only purchase I've actually done this week.
Okay.
But I've been using my label maker. I'll have to show you. I don't have it with me here.
Okay.
Lame of me. But my cousin got me for my birthday a label maker on, like, a small, simple one that connects to my phone.
Yeah, I have one
I
too.
can use any fonts, any, like,
Yeah.
emoji, whatever, and then just print it from my phone. It's so freaking awesome.
I know, I have one too.
I organized my entire linen closet, like, put labels on all the little bins and everything. It's
Oh, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
nice.
so fun.
I
What'd you
have
buy?
I have done that in my kitchen too. I
Yeah.
labeled everything. I have that little label machine too. It's
so fun.
super cool.
Yeah.
And the fact that it uses no ink, that's just like
Yeah. It's
Mind-blowing.
mind-boggling. I
I
got
know.
some extra rolls for it, and, like, next is the pantry, and then, like, I just want to label all the things.
I know. There is this huge container with rice. She lives with it. Rice.
In case
Like,
you can't see through
in
it.
case you can notice that it's rice.
Yeah, but if
I-
it's empty, then you know what goes in it.
I know, I do that too. I'm like, yeah, I know there's rice, but I still want to put that it's rice, because
Yeah.
in case you can't see
Plus, it looks
what
cute.
kind of rice it is.
Yeah.
Could be brown, could be white, basmati,
Could be minute rice. It could
Yeah.
be long grain rice. Could be all the
wild
things.
rice. Exactly. You never know what
This
kind
is
of rice.
turning
so-
into a rice podcast.
Okay, my purchases. I bought 2 crochet books. Like if I need more, but I'm just
Okay, but which one?
it's
Share
just
with the group.
It's stitches. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Oh, wait, it's behind. Okay, so I don't know if I showed. No, I didn't show it.
No, you didn't
I
show.
got the Modern Guide to Granny Squares.
Ooh, fun.
I really like just finding stitches and combinations of stitches and just like things like that in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love inspiration from books. So yeah, I most of the books that I get are mostly for stitches because not every book has the same stitch, obviously.
Yes. You can buy like 10 crochet stitch books, and there are going to be some different ones in each.
Yeah. And then you're gonna have obviously the most repetitive ones too.
All
But
the basics.
and then I got this one that it's called 200 crochet stitches.
Fun.
So I have another book that has 500 crochet stitches. I have a ton of crochet books. I really love crochet and knitting books. I have so many and I love all of them. Anytime that I want to find, like I have a project in mind and I want to find a stitch, I go and I search for stitches, which one I like. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry. That one came fast. Yeah, so I got those 2 books, and then I got a blocking board, I think
Ooh,
they're called.
fun.
This one's really nice of Amazon.
Nice.
I haven't tried it yet, but I want to make a couple of things with granny squares with...
Is it like a wooden one with the pegs that you can... Nice.
Yeah, it is. So I'm super excited to try it. I've been wanting to make projects with granny squares and using, like regular yarn, not the chenille. So I'm going to have to block them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm excited to use it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into
Let's get into today's episode. Yes. Everything
How to
about
grow
social
your
media.
Social media. Are we talking like Instagram, Facebook, like I'm assuming you're talking mainly Instagram.
Yeah, I'm talking mainly Instagram. That's like the main thing I find that you need to grow in order to get more people or customers, things like that.
Because you're set up like me where you post on Instagram and it automatically posts on your Facebook.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
and
tell
I
us all the
don't.
tips. Let's
Okay.
get into it.
Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing, and I'm starting to remember what I was telling Kelly the other day about the Instagram. The first thing that you need to know for Instagram in order to grow your Instagram and get people followers, it's what are you targeting. You can't just start posting willy-nilly. You need to know what your target audience is going to be. Are you mainly selling crochet or knitting products and you want actual customers that are going to go to your page and buy it? Or are you a blogger like myself, like you're a designer and you want to attract other crocheters and knitters that are going to buy your pattern? So these are not people that are going to buy your products because they can make them themselves, but actual other knitters and crocheters. So you have to have that in mind already. Like what do you want? Because that's going to vary. That's going to
influence what you post because you need to cater to whatever audience you're hoping to have. Taking notes, because definitely not doing that on my account.
Yeah, so that's definitely what you need to know, because then it can get really confusing for your followers to be like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, is that what you're posting? Are you selling it, or is that a pattern? Like, what is it? So like, I feel like at the beginning I did that too, because I was in the same boat doing markets and also trying to make patterns. So then I had customers and then other knitters and crocheters. So I was like, and a bunch of people, if I made a pattern, they will be like, are you selling that? I'm like, no, that's just a pattern, and it gets like confusing for people.
Because they start following you because you're posting about markets and stuff you're making.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you switch into patterns and they're like, okay, but I want this. And you're like, no, it's just a pattern now. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be a little bit confusing for the people that are following you. And then once you have that set, you need to start putting yourself out there, and you need to start posting regularly and consistent.
Okay.
I'm not a huge believer that you need to be posting a reel every single day. I don't think that you need to do that. I don't do that, and I feel like there are ways that you can get your post to go viral or be noticed, and you don't necessarily need to be posting every single day.
Okay.
And there's also a couple of ways that you can go on your Instagram. You can either be the person that's posting reels every single day. You can be the person that posts mixed stuff, or you can be the person that only posts pictures.
Yeah.
And all of them are going to grow either way.
So it doesn't matter, really. Choose what you want to do and do whatever.
I don't think it really matters.
Do you think it matters what time you post?
I don't think it matters what time you post. People can come to me and say something different, or maybe you can ask an Instagram expert or a meta people working, whatever, and they will tell you that it matters. Yes, there are times during the day that people will be more active on their phones than other times, but I find like no matter what time you post, you're still gonna show up in their feed.
Yeah.
Whenever they're opening their phones for the first time.
Yeah. And
so if you post it,
perspective on that too is that it depends to who's following you and where they're located, because like
exactly,
some people have different time zones than you. So if you're like, oh, I gotta post, I don't know, I have no idea, but let's say 10 a.m. is when people are most on their phone because it's their break. Yeah. But like the next time zone is 2 hours behind, so it's their morning. So like you can't, I don't think there's one solution for everyone.
Yeah. I think it's also really helpful when you check your analytics. You see how many people are following, what their genders are, where they're located. Like you have obviously like a main country that where most people are following you from. But even in one country, there's still like how many time zones?
Yeah, many, depending on the country. But like Canada, like us, or like the States, there's many.
Exactly. So like it totally depends, right? So to me, I don't follow that. Like I don't post super late at night, but that's just.
But I think the reason why you do that is also because I think you want to be available once you do a post to respond to comments, right? So if you're posting really late at night, you're technically going to bed, you're going to miss all the comments. You want to be there to interact and engage with your followers, basically.
Exactly. Okay, so here is the interesting thing that I've learned from Instagram. And many people can say they are changing the algorithm or whatever all the time. Yes, they are, but there's something that will continue being there all the time, and that is relevancy. Relevancy. How do you say it?
Relevancy?
Relevancy.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway,
you're
being
asking
relevant.
A French girl and a Spanish girl to speak English. This is what happens.
When the Spanish and the French collide.
Yes.
But being relevant. So no matter what is happening with Instagram and their algorithm, if your account is getting the interaction and the views and the saves, all of those things are interactions. When you go to your Instagram, your likes, your views, your comments, your shares, and your saves are all interactions.
Okay.
Whenever your Instagram account or your post is getting a lot of interactions, no matter what the algorithm is, your account is going to be shown to people, no matter what happens.
Okay.
So in here, what you have to do is experiment with your posts, hopefully trying to get nice quality pictures, nice quality videos, things that are trendy, using trendy video music, all of those things that you have to do unless you are already a huge account that no matter what they do, they get seen just because
in which case you don't need to be here. I mean,
exactly.
Thanks for listening to us, but you don't need this advice.
Exactly. But you need to be using trendy audios, trendy music, hopefully, like having nice quality or whatever. And if your account, and then you need to start experimenting with what is working. So let's say today you're posting a reel about a stitch and that reel didn't do good. Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to make a reel about, or the day before, or the day after, sorry. I'm going to make a reel about, I don't know, like a day in the life. Experiment with different things, and the video or the reel or the post that gets you the views, it might not just be, oh, you were lucky. No, that must be what people are liking.
Yeah.
That is like 99% what people are liking. So then the next day or 2 days after, you do another post or the reel in the same topic, something different, and see what happens.
Yeah.
And that until you find what is working for you. In my case, is the blankets. Every time that I post a blanket, it gets millions of views. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, every time that I post one of my blankets, and that's why I keep reusing my videos, because people really love to see my blankets. And I'm like, okay, if people likes blankets, I'm going to give them blankets. Yeah. Right? Like, why would I try something different when clearly what people likes from me is blankets? So why would you self-sabotage yourself and be like, oh no, I'm gonna try making just hats now, like, you know, when you can clearly tell they like blankets.
But I think it also has to be something you enjoy doing.
Of course.
Like, if you hated doing blankets, you wouldn't continue doing blankets. You would continue to experiment with different things until you found a niche that you enjoy and people want to see from you.
Yeah, but I feel like that goes into experimenting. Like, obviously, do the things that you like. Don't be making things just for
if you hate
the sake of
amigurumi, don't start making amigurumi.
Exactly.
To see if that's what sticks, right?
Exactly. So then, once you find something that people like, start checking the interactions. What's important and what Instagram likes again is the interaction, right? Mm-hmm. So how many saves is your post getting? The comments are not that much like important. Like, it's obviously important if people comment. Like, you always want to encourage people to comment. But saves are super important and shares are super important.
Okay.
All of that interaction that you get in your post, it's telling Instagram, hey, this post is doing really well. Maybe we should, boost it a little bit and show it to more people. And that's what happens. And as soon as it started getting momentum, then it just keeps going and they show it to more people, more people. And that's how your post just grows, right? And so now I want to give you guys an example, and I know this is going to be just eye-opening to you because we do this all the time and we don't notice it until somebody's telling you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an example of an account that I started following in my personal account. When Luca was... I don't know if it was Luca or Isa that started eating solids. And I started following this account that I found off of a hashtag that I searched for, like toddler or baby let weenie, whatever. I found this account. The account had like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 followers. But the girl was posting like nice pictures with the food and the plate. So I was like, oh, great. I like that, right? Mm-hmm. So I started following her. And then a week goes by and she's like almost at 10,000.
Okay.
And then another week goes by and like 20,000. And then in less than 4 months, she had more than 100,000 followers.
Wow.
And I was like, why? And I never crossed my mind until I cracked the code. What's happening with this girl and her posts is that every mom is going to her account to get the inspirations for the food, right? Mm-hmm. And they want to refer back to her post. So what do? They save her picture.
Yep.
So then imagine you have thousands of people saving your post to refer back to it. Yep. Every single picture that you post, thousands of people are saving it. Yeah. What is Instagram doing? Showing her post to everybody because Instagram is saying, oh, like a lot of people like this post. Mm-hmm. Let's show it to more people. And she grew like this. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then another example that I want to give you. That's saving, right? So every time you post something that people can save.
A resource of some kind.
Exactly.
Like showing them how to do something, showing them a trick, whatever it is.
I'm going to give you one of my examples that I do. I post certain posts after I make a project with the color palette and with the Instagram diagram, the crochet diagram, so people can save that post. I get thousands of saves in those posts because it's a savable post.
Yeah.
Right?
It's something people where it's not like, oh, I like this. Like, the picture is cute, I'm going to save it. That's not what people save. They save stuff that they want to go back to. They like a pattern. Exactly. It has a crochet chart or it has color charts that they think is going to look good.
Exactly. So that's the saving. Mm-hmm. Okay? Super important. Now, what happens when you go to Instagram and you see these accounts that says, whoever sends you these, once you invite you over for dinner tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you do?
You share.
You share it. So what they're doing that to you and you're like, You're just doing it because that's just how it works. It works with everybody, right? And then they post a cute picture, a cute video, and then you share it.
The person sending this to you wants to take a like knitting and crochet or yarn trip and go to the yarn store and sit in pretty cafes and just crochet or knit all day.
Exactly. So what they're doing, it's making you share it. So what you do is you go and you're like, oh, I'm gonna send this to Natalie. Or if I find like a relatable quote for couples, I go and I send it to Kale. You know, like that's what you do, right? Like they're making you share and you not thinking about it, you're just sharing it. And what you're doing to that account is telling Instagram, a lot of people are sharing this video, there must be something, let's just boost it so then more people see it.
Okay.
So everything that is shareable and savable, Instagram, it's going to boost it. Comments are good, but they're not a deal breaker. Like if you have 20 comments, but you have 1 million views, Instagram is still going to show it, you know? It's obviously good to have a lot of different interactions, but saving and sharing are the two biggest one, especially when you share and you're taking people like to come back to the app. That's what Instagram wants. They want you to stay in the app. So whatever is making you to continue being in the app, like saving and then you go back to it and you interact within accounts, that's all they want.
Okay. Interesting.
You know? So like when you're creating your Instagram and your post and you want to gain followers, the first thing is obviously checking what you want, what's your target audience. The second is finding the post that or the reels or the style or whatever it is that you want to do that's going to be true to you, you know, like that's you. People are going to know you for that. And find in that what works and what people are liking and continue creating more posts and reels and videos of that. And then make sure that your posts and videos are worth saving and sharing. By doing that, you are guaranteed success. Like that's just all you need to know. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
You don't need to be, I don't know, dancing with the last trend. Like you don't need to be doing that.
I feel like I'm gonna need to re-listen to this episode and like take notes for myself.
Girl, you can just text me.
No, but
you just text me.
I'm actually like, there's light bulbs going on in my head, and I'm like, that makes so much sense. Yeah, okay, I should be doing this, and I think even the way you present something, like, you know, I guess you can cater your caption or cater like the same post that you would do, you can cater it to something else, you know?
Yeah. 100%.
Like instead of being like, oh, like if you're, let's say, trying to sell free patterns or whatever, instead of being like, oh, I'm making this pattern from somebody else, you can make like roundup of my favorite patterns from other designers or something like that. So people are going to be like, I want to like save that because I want to look at those ones back.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So like,
so smart.
I know. No, but like, and also, you know, I know a lot of people say you have to post every day or you have to post stories every day or whatever. I don't believe in that.
I like to hear that because I have no time for that.
I am a true believer that when you post a picture and a reel or whatever and you see that it's getting that momentum, let that post and that reel get the attention it needs for you to have a day of resting and maybe just answering comments or maybe just chatting in your stories or something, and then wait a day or two and then post again. You know, like that works for me. And I know some people love posting every day. That's also okay because you're gonna show, you know, like your post is gonna show everywhere. But also, if you have a schedule and you schedule your posts, that would also be very helpful. But I don't necessarily think that you have to post every single day.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's smart insight, though.
Yeah. I mean, I notice and I know as soon as I post, after a few hours, I can tell if that reel is going to do good or not. And then if I know it's going to do good, I let it be. I let it just go where it has to go.
Yeah.
Answer comments, keep doing things, and then I wait a day or two and then I post again. And also, some reels might seem like they don't have that much attention at first, and then a day or two later you go check and you have like 100K views.
Yeah.
Like there's a reel that I posted maybe like 2 weeks ago, I want to say, and I just checked today and it had 2 million views.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, so did I go viral? Does that mean that I went viral?
I don't know. I don't know what the definition is viral is anymore.
I don't know.
There's like everybody goes viral, I feel.
I know. But yeah, I feel like that's like the main tips that I can give you guys. Make content that you love, that is true to you. Try to find something you love, and then make content that it's worth saving and sharing.
Yeah, and I think I really like your advice of also letting it sit, because like I've noticed even myself, like I've clicked through some profiles from a link or from like not a link but a reel or something, and it's like sometimes it's like part 1, like come back for part 2, and then you like go and you're like, damn it, it's not there again. Well, I'm gonna follow them so I can see part. You know what I mean? Like you're just like I'm hooked. I want to know what happens. I'm gonna stay. You know. And then if you go on their account and it's not there, then you're more likely to follow them or to like save it to go back to it or something. Whereas if everything is there, you're just like, okay, I saw what I need to see. Bye. You know.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah. No, I think it's really nice, and I also feel like your posts and your reels need to be genuine and true to you and what your content means and what you're doing. Bless you.
You choked in today.
Because if you start posting willy-nilly, just hook reels and stuff like that, just to attract people, you're not gonna attract your targeted audience.
Yeah, you're gonna attract people that will be here for a little while, whereas you want to attract people that will stick with you for the long run, will interact with you more than once. You don't want to like catch a fish and toss it back. You want to catch a big one that you can eat off of for multiple meals.
Exactly. So all of my followers are my fishes now.
No, but weird like analogy, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean, because I've seen a lot of accounts that will just post like, I don't know, just things for you to comment or just random things, and I'm like, but that's not you though. Like that's not, you know what I mean? And also, if you don't talk to your people, if you don't show your face, that is also not like, who is behind this account?
Yeah, they want to see this person. They want to feel like they know you.
Yes. Have I ever heard their voice?
Yeah.
Do I know how they talk? Do I know their face? You know, like if you don't do that, one, that's a very safety thing for your account to have. Pictures and reels and stuff with your face, because in the event that you get hacked or something like that, you can prove that that's you.
That's true.
You know, but just in general, maybe it's just me. I just don't like following accounts that there's no interaction from the creator.
No, I agree with you. I like seeing like behind the scenes. I don't know if I need someone to talk to me, because like sometimes I find it like, okay, go faster, put subtitles, something, I want to move on.
Yeah.
But definitely like show your face, show your like the behind the scenes, like that's what makes it fun to follow an account. If it's just like, you know, plain business, no fun, no behind the scenes, no nothing, It's kind of like, okay, but like, who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you just have to find what works for you and what you're comfortable sharing, obviously, and things like that. But I don't know. There's so many ways that you can get people to comment on your page by being you, and also sharing your post, sharing your, like, I found my way of people of saving my post by doing, like the color palettes and sharing my diagrams on patterns that are for free. Like, I love doing that, and I love seeing it throughout my feed too.
Yeah.
And before, you used to have like collections. I think you still have them, but they're like personal to you now. You can't share them, which sucks, because I really like having that. You can group posts and have them as collections.
Yes, when you save them.
Yes,
right?
now when you save them, but before it was for you to share it on your Instagram profile.
Oh, okay.
So I remember that I made a collection called color palettes,
Okay.
and I would just have all of the posts that have their color palettes and the diagrams, so then people can easily go and refer back to it. But I think now you can do it personally in your own account, so you can make yourself a folder that says color palette and go and save everything. But it was just easier as a creator to present that collection to people and be like, hey, here is a group of all the videos that I have of crochet stitches, for example, and all the reels that I have of blankets or whatever. Now it's not there anymore, and I hate it because I really, really like that feature.
I didn't even know that was a feature.
Yeah, it was, but I don't think it was for that long. Like, they had it for a little bit, and then it was just gone.
No, but I can see how that would be useful to just share.
It's so good. It was so good. But yeah, I think that those are the tips that I can give you guys.
Those are good tips.
Yeah, and also obviously be genuine, be creative.
Be you.
Don't try to copy somebody else just because it's working for them, because it might not work for you. You have to find what works for you.
And you have to be authentic. That's the only way it's going to work.
Yeah, be creative, be authentic, and, obviously get the tips, but implement them in your own way and find your own ways. And I feel like that's just going to bring you success. I honestly think so.
I'm going to be the guinea pig. I'll try these and report back.
Yes, you have to. I've been wanting for Natalie to speak in her stories and to do more things, you guys, for ages. And she's always too busy for the gram.
I'm too busy for everything in my life.
I know.
This is my problem. I have way too many things I want to do in life that I just start them all and never finish them. No, I do finish a lot of them. But
I feel like when you have your house somewhat done in your basement, you're going to have you're going to be so motivated to do so many things.
Oh, yeah. Like, it's just like, I'm also learning that I need deadlines to do things.
I know, me too.
And that's the thing when you're self-employed, is putting nobody's giving you deadlines, so you can just push things and push things and push things. And I'm starting to really give myself deadlines. Like, as a family, we're giving ourselves the line to get some things done, and it's really, really working so far. So hopefully that will kick my butt into gear and all will go well. We'll see.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, that works for me too a lot, and I hate it because I hate deadlines. I hate deadlines, but they work. They work.
Yeah, you have to, because then I'm like a procrastinator. I'll wait till the last second, but if I have a deadline, I'm gonna get it done. And then once you're done, and sometimes it's the stupidest thing. It's like 5-minute things, but once you get them done, you're like, oh, so relieved. Why did I wait a month? Because I'm dumb. But now it's done.
I know, it's crazy. I do that all the time too.
Yeah. The life of a procrastinator.
Yeah, that's what we do, right? Okay, and before we end with today's episode, I want to know, and I'm going to have a poll.
Yes.
Poll on my Instagram stories. But we want to bring guests in our podcast. We want to interview people and just chat with people, with creators in our community.
Mm-hmm.
So who would you like us to bring?
Yes. Messages, not text us, DM us, email us at
dropastitchpodcast@gmail.com.
yes.
If you have any suggestions, and if you have,
or if you want to come on the podcast.
Ooh, yeah. If you want to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
We're welcoming anybody.
We're not going to do like guests every week, but I think it would be fun once in a while to have, guests and have other people's perspective about whatever we're talking about.
Yep. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I hope somebody will want to come in our podcast. I'm sure they will.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's cross our fingers. Let's assume.
Yeah. That's all we can do.
Let us know, and if you're wherever you're listening, please leave us a 5-star reviews, as it really helps us get seen by other people. It's the equivalent of saving or sharing for podcasters.
Yes, it takes 2 seconds, you guys, please, and
don't
confuse the 1 star with the 5 stars, please, because
give
we
us
have
the
people
5-star.
Yes, because we have a couple 1 stars, and I'm pretty sure it's somebody that just made a mistake. And
let's hope they didn't just hate us. And have a good week.
Yeah, have a good week, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.